Most people don't fail because of talent or resources. They fail because they can't stay consistent. I remember when I started lifting weights and I started going to the gym, I was wondering why my body wasn't changing. I was motivated, I trained hard, but I realized, and that's when it clicked, I wasn't consistent with my diet. I was struggling with being consistent. Lack of consistency will kill more dreams than lack of talent ever will. And it may be killing yours right now. And by the end of this video, you will have 3 steps to help you achieve your goals and help you stay consistent and see the progress in what you're pursuing. So it's been going on about a year that I've been running. And over that course of that year is when I started, probably a couple months into that me running, is when I started to see consistent results. My objective here was simply just to improve my mile and my 2 mile timing. I was running 2 to 3 miles every day before I went to school for about 2 to 3 days throughout the week. And when I look back on it, it was just like, dang, I really did not want to go out there and run. But in order for me to see the results that I see now, I had to be consistent in the past. Results only come to the person that is willing to be consistent and endure through the process of it. And that does not mean you're going to enjoy the process. That does not mean it's going to be fun. But I remember, like, my objective simply just was to improve my mile time and my 2 mile time. In the beginning, man, I was tired. I was just out of shape. It was horrible. But the standard that I had set during this time was no matter what, I had to finish. Once I clicked start on that Nike Run app, I was not stopping until the race was complete. And I was mostly unmotivated 9 times out of 10 every morning I had to get up to go run. But when you're unmotivated, that is the best time for you to go. When you're unmotivated to go to the gym, you're unmotivated to get some work done, you're unmotivated to go running, that is the time you're supposed to go. It's not when you're motivated. Because technically motivation is when you can get up and still go when you don't feel like it. Motivation is fleeting and it's just you feeling a sense of, oh, I really just want to go do this. No, real motivation is when you can get up and still get the work done no matter how you feel. And how I felt, I was tired, I was aggravated, I was unmotivated. But my standard that I had for going out to go run, when I remembered the objective of wanting to go out and improve my mile time was higher. The pain of me trying to achieve my goals was higher than me wanting to experience the failure, the fear of failure. And I began to see progress. My 2 mile timing began to drop by the second. My 1 mile time went from a high 7 minutes to about a high 6:50. And when I look back on that, even today I ran my longest run I had today. I ran 10 miles a day. And currently my mile split is 6:42. My longest run is 10 miles. My mile split is 6:42. But it all came from me being consistent. At the time when I started running in the beginning, I know for a fact you could not tell me that today I was going to be running 10 miles. But over the course of consistency, that is when you're able to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. So I'm going to give to you a 3-step framework in order to see consistency in whatever you're doing. The first one is repeat the objective. You have to remember your why. For me, it's remembering what is my burden of purpose. No matter what I'm doing, whether it's recording a video, whether it's me working on something, working on a project, you have to consistently remind yourself of the why. Remember why you chose to embark on this journey and repeat to yourself why you chose the path. Allow the objective to be second nature to you. Most people never achieve the objective of chasing it because they are forgetful about it. Most people will just say, oh, I want to do this, but then the next day forget what they just said because they're forgetful about it. And there's no excuse for you to be forgetful about it when there are tools. You can use sticky notes. Me personally, I use sticky notes and place them all around whenever I need to remember something, when there's an objective, when there's a goal that I want to achieve. Use sticky notes. Put a reminder on your phone. Repeat the objective to yourself so you know what you're chasing towards. Secondly, is to repeat the standard. Set the standard, keep the standard, and repeat the standard. Above all things, the standard you hold is most important. Why? Because you won't always come up on top. Sometimes you're gonna get second place, you're gonna get third place, and sometimes you're gonna get last place. Sometimes you're not gonna feel like going out to go do what you need to do. Sometimes it's gonna be very hard for you to get up and just get first place. But once you set the standard to become the best person you can be, no matter what you're doing, to get 1% better, no matter what, then you're gonna come up on top every time. Every day, every moment, you have to achieve that objective. You have to keep the standard. The standard is what keeps you driving. The standard dictates how you respond when things don't go your way. The standard can allow you to see the win in something no matter what. No matter what life may bring, when you have the standard of a high standard to give it your all, to give it your best, then technically there's no losing because you know what you can control. You control the controllables. And what you can control is the standard you set and how you pursue that standard. And lastly, is to repeat the system. Once the system is in place, to be consistent, you don't break it. Momentum is always lost because we lack the ability to make a decision and keep that system in place. Make the system effortless to follow, though. In the Atomic Habits, I believe James Clear, who writes the book, he says we fall to the level of our systems and not to the level of our goals. The system in place should allow you to stay consistent no matter what life may throw at you. Make it easy for yourself to complete the goals, to stay consistent. If you make it hard for yourself, why would you even want to get up and try to move forward and complete that objective? The ability to see success no matter what falls to the ability to stay consistent. Success is not given to the most talented, but to the one who can show up and endure the process of consistency. And we were never supposed to be perfect. I only know one man that is perfect, and that is Jesus Christ. But it's through him we are able to see what we are capable of doing. But unless you show up and stay consistent, you will never reach that level of success or that level of consistency you are looking for. So leave in the comments, what are you going to change in your life to make more consistent right now? What are you inconsistent at right now, but you're going to make that change to be more consistent at in your life? Make sure you like, you comment, and subscribe, and I hope this blesses you.